Hey everybody, how's it going? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome to the channel. The first card out is Three of Wands and Ace of Swords. Something about the future feeling very clear here. This is feeling more like an inner knowing than anything that you're moving with. It feels like something that hasn't necessarily like manifested yet, or you may not be in this spot yet, but it can be somewhere that you're feeling called to. Feels too like progress has been being made clarifying this for you, whatever this is. There are lots of different ways that this image can be understood. It can be like a certain location that you're going to, or a certain goal that you have, or it can be just, I feel like I'm going in this vicinity or this general direction, or I want to move in this way or with this motivation. But I do get this sense of something about the future being made clear, something about a vision for the future being made clear, or where you're going being made clear. Again, even if it's not like a literal thing, it may be like more ambiguous than that. For some of you, it can be more specific, but it doesn't have to be like, I'm gonna go to Hawaii or whatever. Some of you it can be, but it doesn't have to be like that. It can be more so like, I'm getting the gist of sort of where things are going here, like what's developing and the vision that I have for the path, regardless of where that ends up taking me, and having that within you that's developing, and a clarity about that too, about this vision, and you moving with that within you, realized within you, regardless of what's going on. So there's something guiding you that is connected, that has awoken now, like a thread that you're following, and it having been clarified, even if it's through a feeling. A remembering. This is what I'm seeing going on. There's an energy that you are in right now that's going to be really sufficient for you to embody as you move through a process. I'm seeing then this introduction of an air energy, but it feels like one of those things where sometimes when we feel a bit of conflict with ourselves, there can be a part of us that's very like emotionally, intuitively, mystically connected, energetically connected, and then there can be the part of our brain that's like, this is all nonsense, or just trying to like rationalize you out of that. So I don't know if this is somebody around you that's like, what are you talking about? What are you thinking? What do you mean you're connected to this invisible thread, or like whatever this is that you're sort of labeling this as, that's guiding you? Because I'm seeing you be in a spot where you have the Ace of Swords, so it means you're seeing everything very clearly. Like, you're not misinterpreting anything. You're very clear on this, on just like what's going to be happening, where things are going to be going. You're seeing the whole picture, the full spectrum. And you needing to sort of keep that within you, regardless of what's going on within the environment. Having you be in the energy of the King of Cups is like, you can come against people that are not able to see that same vision. You can be working with a part of yourself that's feeling doubtful. That's like, well, I want to be logical here, I want to be rational here, or I want to use my intellect, but this is something that you sort of more so have to feel out. So there can be another part of you that may be feeling a bit threatened by this and may want to downplay it a bit, or may want to tell you that you don't know what you're talking about here, what you're doing. But I'm getting that you just need to sort of hold this space of confidence within you and really trust that. in a way where it's kind of unable to be permeated. Like you carry this truth within you about the direction of things, this inner guidance, and whether this energy be your own or you're experiencing this as somebody outside of you, I'm seeing somebody that's just a bit twisted up mentally in a way that may like invalidate or attempt to invalidate what you already know to be true within you. This feels like not being swayed by this energy, regardless of how it's manifesting for you. Because this feels like it's coming from a place of like some type of shadow or some type of ignorance. This is something that you've been giving to energetically. Different ways that this can be coming through, can be feelings that you're getting, can be images that you're seeing, can be synchronicities that you're hearing like over and over and over again. Whatever it is, I'm seeing your third eye be open here. Like there's some type of vision. It's like a message that's being transmitted to you. And because of you being in this grounded space, you're able to receive it. There's like no static around you. It's like all the messages come directly to you and you receive them through your third eye. And I'm seeing the Ace of Swords, so I'm getting that you're receiving everything clearly, like no static on the line. But there can be some stuff that doesn't make sense yet, or that you're not at the point of being able to see certain things yet, but you still have to keep sort of putting your energy into this, like investing your energy. But you can feel like I'm doing this thing and it's like you're getting messages and it's telling you where to step, and you know that it's going to be for like there's a bigger picture. This is adding up to a bigger picture, but there may be some stuff that on a conscious level you're not totally aware of yet, and you just have to trust that. You just have to trust that you're really receiving these messages in a space of clarity because of how grounded and open your energy is. Like I'm seeing you be very able to purely receive what's coming through. Like very pure reception. However, there can be a part of you that it's feeling kind of like a double blind study here, where you just have to follow these directions. You don't know like where this is exactly going towards, but you know that it is going towards somewhere. Just like not everything has been cleared up yet, but you have like inklings about this, you have feelings about this. So it feels like just needing to trust that you're going the right way here and doing where you're meant to be. You're exactly where you're meant to be with this. Don't let doubt cloud your judgment. I feel even the notion of you investing in something that like you're not totally it hasn't totally come to light, like what exactly it's gonna look like at the end. You have a sense of awareness sort of about the direction that things are going in and what this is building. But it's like with your eyes closed, you have to put this piece there and then that piece over there, and you're not being shown like what this is all adding up to yet, but it definitely is adding up to something. For some of you, there's somebody around you that may have something going on with their energy that you can feel like you sort of need to separate yourself from this person at times in order to clearly receive messages. It can also be a part of you that you're working with too that is sometimes fueled by logic, but to the point where it discounts your intuition. So again, like regardless of whether you're experiencing this manifest solely within you and or within a dynamic that you have with another person, I'm getting this energy over here be something that it's still a little bit in the dark. Like not all of it has been realized, not all of it is in the light. But when you're in this space over here, which feels more potentially like a solitary space, I'm seeing you get messages very, very clearly. So you can feel like this is something that sort of like messes with the frequency a little bit. This looks like somebody that you're potentially pretty close with, actually. So that can also be part of the reason why this sort of like intertwines with it and why you have to separate yourself a little bit at times when there are certain messages that you need to receive. This may not be something conscious. For those of you that this is another person, it may not be happening on a conscious level. They just may not be in full truth with themselves. And so there may be parts of themselves that they're still sort of hiding from themselves. It's like when you put something in the dark, that puts you in the dark. And so this person may be dealing with something that, and you would know that if this is another person, you would know that about them. Like there may be something that they haven't reconciled with themselves, or that they're not in full awareness or full light yet. So this can be something about themselves that they're hiding, or just not acknowledging, or haven't realized yet, or there's just something that's like in error with like the logic or the thinking, or it's like it's distorted in some way. I get the feeling of you even when you're in this space alone, I'm getting that like whatever that static frequency is, it doesn't disrupt the signal. But when you're close with this person, it may be a little bit disruptive to the signal at times. Again, this may not be something totally, for those of you that this is another person, they may not be super aware of this. This can be something where there's like an incongruence within their life. So there's just a little bit of something off. Like it doesn't have to be anything like super devastating. It can just be them still not in a full state of congruence with themselves yet. And so because of that, if they're going to be telling you something, it's like not always an accurate sort of reflection of the truth, even if they sort of feel like it is. So just be mindful of this. For some of you, I'm seeing you be close with this person. So it's somebody close. And that doesn't mean anything about them. Like it doesn't mean that this is just where they need to be for their journey. It feels like it's just observing that and being mindful to not allow it to disrupt your frequency when you are tuning into messages that you're receiving. That's all. And don't be deluded by your closeness with this person that you're not seeing when something isn't totally congruent with truth. Because it's something that will be disruptive to your relationship with yourself. And it's something that could potentially like sort of separate you, from parts of yourself, aspects of yourself. Stay true to yourself here. Again, like, don't allow something to get in the way of the messages that you're receiving, regardless of what it means. Because there can be something that you're in the process of figuring out right now. And something that on an intuitive level or on an internal level, you're very connected with something, but you may not be being totally honest with yourself about something here. Because I do see Seven of Swords is going to have to do with something that has to do with your energy. It's somehow connected to you. Stuff about the future, needing to make a decision or needing to see something. When you are in this King of Cups energy, this is about something that you've been investing in. When you're in the King of Cups energy, I'm seeing you be like hand in hand with the feelings that you get and in a space of total clarity. But then I'm seeing Seven of Swords, which feels like there may be something that you know, but you could be having potentially a hard time acknowledging that because it may be something that you don't fully want to admit to yourself. And it feels like it's because of being close with this person. So there can be something going on that you're picking up on that you already actually know, but there can be a part of you that's almost like, I almost like don't want to see that, or I don't want to acknowledge that. But it can be something that if you don't acknowledge this, if you take a part of you that's like, hey, I have something to say, but you don't really want to hear it, and you're like casting it away, it then will separate you from that part of yourself. So in order to keep things cohesive, feels like seeing this, recognizing this is important, or even taking a break from this energy to pull yourself into a space where you're seeing clearly, to not be influenced by this, not let it get in the way of the messages that you're receiving. This can be something that you've somewhat emotionally invested in, and that can be what part of this is about. Hi. I'm seeing Justice on the bottom of the deck. Hi. I wonder if there's something going on within the connection that like hasn't been totally admitted to. What is this? What's the Seven of Swords? Seven of Swords is directly above the Two of Cups. So it can be some type of truth that you may not fully be ready to admit to yourself. What is the Seven of Swords? Hi-oh. This can be something that I guess something that may dim your light a little bit by not acknowledging it or by not connecting with it, like a part of yourself that you may feel separated from. But this can be because of the influence of another person that you're sort of aligning with here. But it feels like needing to honor your journey, to honor your path, regardless of what's going on with you and this other person. maybe this is about the direction that things are going in here. Seven of Swords is being clarified by the Empress and the Sun. And so it feels like Seven of Swords would be potentially what would be getting in the way of you in the energy of the Empress and the Sun. The Sun is you like totally, fully, truly expressing yourself. And the Empress is as well. It's about like not dimming your light and being authentic and being honest too. And about honoring your journey as well. And that if like something doesn't belong or an aspect of something doesn't belong, to be in a space of honesty with yourself, because then you won't be susceptible to any type of illusion. So if you do feel like something isn't allowing you to fully express yourself or to fully develop this part of yourself, or come together with yourself, anything that would be like getting in the way of that, feels like it's about bringing all of this stuff to light, keeping it out of the shadows. Yeah, I get this all coming back to having to do with a relationship and something that you're feeling within the relationship, and needing to check in about your feelings and be honest with yourself. But I almost get it like the feelings have already communicated with you, or like you've already received the message, and there can be a part of you that's sort of hiding it from yourself a little bit here. And it can be something where you feel like you're not fully empowered because of this. Know that this can be the other person too. This doesn't have to be your energy. This can be the other person's energy. But there's something that hasn't totally come to light with the Two of Cups. But then what I was seeing on the bottom of the deck was Justice. So it seems like whatever this is that hasn't been fully brought to light is going to be fully brought to light. Like it is going to be rebalanced. Anywhere where there's some type of discord here. I want to pull one more line of cards and see anything else. It does feel like there's potential to stop the reading here and leave it. However, I feel like we can go more into detail about this. So if you want to stick around, you're welcome to see what else comes up. Something you're investing in is going to be successful, I'm seeing. So something that you've been giving your energy to, I'm seeing that is going to be working out. Feels like some plan is going to work. Maybe work how you wanted it to. And it will benefit you, I'm seeing. Proximal is a word that's coming through. Your future one that when you think about it, you see it in lights. Like, this is the ideal for you. There's definitely something going on emotionally speaking that you are feeling that you may not be fully ready. You may be hiding something from yourself here with this. That's what I'm seeing here. Having Seven of Swords is showing something going on that you may not be in like a space of full trust with yourself about this. Maybe something that you're still in denial about a little bit. Or just something that, like, you get the gist of it, but there's some pieces being left out. It'll be like that type of thing. And it's something that's going on within a relationship that you have. This is somebody you'd be very, very close with. And you can feel too like you want to take a chance with something here. But then I'm seeing Seven of Swords. So that would be something like getting in the way of that. And it can be something that's going on within a relationship. Hi, O. So, when you're over here by yourself, I'm seeing there be like clear picture on screen that you receive. I'm seeing you be grounded. I'm not seeing there be complications. And I'm seeing you be in a space where like whatever comes through, you're receptive to that. You're clearly understanding that, picking up on that. And in touch as well, intuitively and emotionally speaking. Ace of Swords is feeling like being on the verge of a breakthrough, but there can be something that hasn't totally been reconciled yet, like something connected with duality, that's connected with a plan and the unfolding of such plan. But then when we come to the middle, I'm seeing that something that you've been really like putting your heart into, your heart and your soul into, something that you've been investing in, this is something that will hold meaning for you. I'm seeing that there's going to be success that's attached to this investment of yours. That is O playing with something. We're almost finished with the reading. Having Queen of Swords here and having Page of Cups, this is about you using your discernment to really pick up accurately on what your intuition is telling you, on what your emotions are telling you, and to properly interpret them. And the Fool is feeling like there may be something like rustling around within you that's like, I want to take this chance, I want to take this leap. This is something that would feel really empowering to do. Or this is something where if I'm really in a place of self-trust, of confidence in myself, in my abilities, in my intuition, in my just all of that stuff that allows you to make empowering choices, there's a part of you that's like, I want to go in that direction. Like you're in this tree hanging off of the branch and you want to get to that one over there, and it's about needing to take that leap of faith. But over here, having the Seven of Swords and having the Two of Cups can be something that's getting in the way of you actually doing this, of taking this leap that you want to take. And it feels like something that hasn't been fully acknowledged and therefore not fully integrated consciously about your relationship with someone. But this can also be too about a part of you that you're sort of disconnected with right now, because it may be something that you don't want to acknowledge because of what it would then mean. But it feels like this is a really important thing that's going on here that's connected with you having the type of future that feels like that which you want to experience, and to be in a space of total emotional and intuitive honesty with yourself here. If there's anything that you're not being totally honest with yourself about, that has to do with this relationship of yours. Stuff about values can be coming up, that can be part of this, or reciprocity or compatibility. Your needs in general, what makes you happy or secure or safe or content or at peace. I do see that there's going to be a bit of an analysis of some past stuff. Maybe some things that influence you today that you're going to become more and more aware of that have to do with sort of some patterns that you play out. Trusting yourself, full trust intuitively. A plan that you want to play out, that you want to move in the direction of, it will be successful. This is something that will very much work out for you. It seems like it does, though, require a leap of faith for you to do this, but you're going to get a very good outcome with this, is what I'm seeing. It'll be something that really works out for you, but it can feel a bit foreign because there's going to be an aspect of yourself that you're developing through this. Some layers that you're peeling back. This will be worth it to you if you do it. Investment options. Where do you see yourself? If you are in a place of total honesty, seeing 3131 on the time, if you're in a place of total honesty with yourself, the decision will be clear. You won't feel confused about anything. I want to look up that number. Meaning, when we have something and it's like, do I go this way or do I go that way? There can be conflict. There's some type of duality because something hasn't been integrated. But what I'm seeing is that it's not like you have two viable choices. One path is a clear right way for you to be going, and the other one is not. But there can be something going on where you're not being totally honest with yourself, even if it's in more of an unconscious way, because there may be something that you don't want to fully like maybe you feel like you're not ready to fully admit something to yourself. All right, this says your angels are so excited for you to experience the magic that is coming your way. You are entering a time of extreme good luck, positivity, and abundance. And it also speaks about manifesting what you desire to manifest. Encourages you to enjoy the present moment and keep your heart and mind open to wonderful new opportunities. Opportunities on the horizon, lots of stuff that's connected with this. Yeah, this one says it's a sign that your angels are encouraging you to take a leap of faith and start something new. Second to last card is the Fool, taking a leap of faith. And see it looking at the Empress. This is again this notion of like you're on this tree over here and there's this part of you that's like, I want to be over there. Like that place is the place that I want to be, and that you're gonna have to take a leap of faith in order to get over there, because it's somewhere that you can feel like you're not there but you want to be there, and you know what this is. And it will be something that feels like in total alignment with where you are currently, something that will feel compatible. Okay, everybody, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. The only major arcanas that I'm seeing here are Uranus and Venus. This can mean something happening spontaneously, can mean you like traveling spontaneously, meeting somebody spontaneously, going on a spontaneous adventure, exploring something. It can be different than your norm, different than your usual, but you'll feel like you're being attracted in the direction of something. Like it will be calling to you, and it will feel like very ideal, whatever this is that's pulling you that way, okay? Thank you everybody for connecting and for tuning in. I am sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.